So that club over there is known as Squash Farm. Now, it's been a club for a while now. It's in a big old barn here in Bern, just outside Bern in Switzerland. I've just had a practice hit because later I'm going to be playing the #1 seed of a tournament here, Tang Ming Hong. Now, I beat the wildcard last night to play him tomorrow in a PSA Challenger Tour 6K. And interestingly enough, I have the exact same draw for the same level tournament next week in Lausanne, somewhere else in Switzerland. So I'm just going to do this mini series of playing the same player twice in 2 weeks. I think it'll be quite interesting. He's seeded to beat me tonight, but I reckon I've got a good chance. I'm feeling good, playing well. I had a good match against the wildcard yesterday. I won 3-love. So yeah, things are going well so far, and I'm going to show you what I learned from this match and how I can take it into my next match. So yeah, wish me luck. I've had a hit this morning, and I'm going to come back later. I'm on at 7 p.m. Swiss time, and yeah, I'll see you later during my match. Cheers.
Okay, here we go then, guys. So this is actually my first time watching this match back. I'm in between tournaments currently, between this one and the one in Lausanne. But anyway, so yeah, start of the match. I'm playing Tang Ming Hong from Hong Kong. He's 89 in the world, and I'm 195. So he's seeded 1 for the tournament, and I'm seeded about 14th. So the odds are stacked against me here. But I'm just thinking, try and start with a good pace. He's left-handed, so I might have to target his backhand a little bit, and just try and feel him out and see how he's playing. I actually played him about 6 months ago in Pakistan in the second round of the 20k out there, and I lost 3-love, 15-13, 11-8, 11-8. So it's pretty close. And yeah, there was just a few things that I could have done slightly better to try and flip that result. So yeah, I'm feeling positive about this game. Although he's ranked a lot higher than me, I've got a decent chance to try and take out one of the top seeds. So I'm probably not going to talk the entire time, because I also don't want to give too much away, especially as I'm playing him again. But I'm just going to give a little bit of analysis, and hopefully you guys will still find it interesting and beneficial. So yeah, here I'm playing quite straight down that my forehand, his backhand, to try and pin him in the back corners, because I felt like he was also quite deceptive on his forehand as well. So here you can see I'm switching it back deep on his backhand, playing it deep down there to try and get him to force that boast out. He takes it up there and I smash it back across to his backhand. So that's a real big tactic here. Against any left-hander really, you should try and at least target their backhand at the start of the match to see how they get on. But you do have to hit the odd straight one as well, otherwise he's just going to stand there on his backhand the whole time. So yeah. I also try and take on a few straight drops at the start of the match, if it's on. I paired the straight drop there with a trickle boast that hasn't quite worked. Once you've played, I've probably played that trickle a bit too early in the match. It's good to have those variations, but you have to set them up. So for example, I'd want to play 3 or 4 straight drops before I then use that trickle boast. Now, we're playing on a higher tin as well. It's a 19-inch tin, whereas a lot of the pro game is now on a 17-inch tin. So it's quite hard to actually take the ball in as low and as short on a slightly higher tin. There, I just won that rally into the deep backhand again. So obviously stretching him out back there is going to be the target for me. Yeah, and I'll just have to see if he's reading that. If he is, I'll have to switch things up. So yeah, tough rally here. A lot of trading around the back. He's hitting some tight lines, taking me in. I'm doing my best to push up and keep the pace going. A few kills, which is nice. There I've showed short and hit long, which is like a different swing speed. You kind of slow your swing down so it looks like you're going to hit a drop and then you accelerate last minute. Here, nice straight drop there, getting him deep into that lunge on his front backhand. So that's what I was saying earlier. It's nice to just get some straight drops going at the start of the match so you can build your confidence going short, because I'm not such a naturally attacking short player, so I just like to sort of feel my way into the match. So hitting the easier straight drop rather than overcomplicating things is usually what helps me the most. So yeah, that's what I would try and do at the start of the match. Here, shut him out down the forehand. So if you dunk my forehand onto his backhand, so that's going to be a crucial area for me there. If he leaves it loose on my forehand, you can sort of step into it and hit the line, and he's got to find a way of going round to get it, especially as it's on his backhand as well. It's going to be very tough for him to cover that. But he is a skillful player, so I've really got to focus on my lines and lengths. Here, my lines are pretty good. I feel like he's hanging back a bit. He could have pushed up and volleyed a bit more. But my lines and lengths are good enough that I'm pinning him behind me. He is a very skillful player. So I need to make sure he is behind me and not attacking from in front. Because if I can get him shooting from behind me, that's when I can counter-attack him, especially on a higher tin. It makes it trickier for him to hit his winners from the back. There, he's just forced it. I mean, not necessarily the wrong shot, but just execution wasn't quite there. His body was a little bit open when he hit that drop shot. So if he could get a little bit more trunk rotation, I think that would be probably beneficial to him. But yeah, I don't want to give my opponent too many tips. Hopefully he doesn't watch this video. But anyway, it's about 5-2 to me now. I've kept the pressure on him quite well. It's getting towards the mid stage of the game now, so I've just got to make sure that I don't start to drop off, and I've got to maintain clarity and attacking mental on the mental side. Just keep focused, keep the pressure on him. Sometimes you can start a match really positively, and then slowly it just sort of, what happens with me is my pace variations sort of decrease and everything becomes a bit one-paced and a bit too defensive, too much length. So I've just got to keep promoting those straight drops, straight line hitting, attacking his backhand, and just really focus on my length. There I've pushed up well. I've hit a deep ball, nice dying length, forced him to lift out, and then I've pounced on the volley. So that's like a textbook rally for me. I like getting on my backhand volley, especially against right-handers. So against the lefty, it's not as effective because you're taking it in onto his forehand. But anyway, here he's just been a bit impatient, gone for too many shots. I'm about 8-2 up now. So I'm just thinking to myself, okay, like don't relax here. He's skillful. If he gets a few points and I hit a couple of tins, he could be back in it. So just bury this game now. I don't want to be winning this game 11-6 or 11-7 after a few tough rallies at the end. I want to finish it off. But also I don't want to over attack and expose myself there. So it's a fine balance squash between attacking and being over attacking or not attacking enough, and there's a few things you've got to contend with. This is a slightly longer rally here, but I'm still trying to be positive with my aggressive lines and lengths, still trying to push up and create that pressure to the back without being too flamboyant or like over attacking. So yeah, but I just need to, when I get the chance, pounce. But to be fair to him, he's hit a good width there, and yeah, not much I can do about that. I just need to push up the court even more, and try and put the pressure on him with a few volleys, like this. Good volley down to his backhand, which is nice. attacking his backhand again, getting him scraping out, another volley. So this is good stuff for me. I'm pleased to see that I'm doing this, because I didn't always sort of deal with match situations that well. I sort of had one game and just stuck to it, but yeah, I'm not sure what's that. That's going to be probably a no-let. He's at a good length and then a good drop, to be fair to him. Those ones are always tricky, because I feel like I can get to it, which I probably can, but then at the same time, it looks very much like a no-let. But anyway, I can't be too disappointed with a no-let there. So he's got a couple of points here on the bounce now to 4-8. So I'm thinking, okay, right, you just got to lock this down, get everything back, and keep being positive with your movement. Luckily, he's handed me a tin there, which is exactly what I'd be hoping for at this point. Because at 9-4, I can really it's a long way back mentally for him. So if I just step up, I think that was 10-4 actually, yeah. I missed one of my points, but anyway, yeah, so that was a good finish for me, with a volley into the back. Yeah, I've just skipped in between games, but that game for me is a very good start. I mean, he's over-attacked and hit too many tins, so he's helped me out there. But it's come off the back of good, like, aggressive lines and lengths from me. Nice positive movement, moving quickly. And as you can see here, I've taken that into the start of this game. Unfortunately, just clipping the tin on that backhand cut across. Maybe could have taken that in straight and short, but actually I've been playing fairly straight for a game now, so starting to bring in those variations is okay. I just didn't quite execute the shot. Just clipping the tin. On a lower tin it would have been fine, but yeah, just clipping it on the higher tin. So yeah, it was 1-love to him, but I don't need to panic about that. That's a positive shot. I'm trying to take the ball in, attacking. So I just have to wipe that from my memory and tell myself, no, that's okay. That was the right shot. Keep doing that. So yeah. I've tried to push up a bit more here. After losing the first point of a game, I mean, some people don't worry about it too much, but I think it's good to sort of apply pressure straight away and try and get ahead on the scoreboard at the start, and then you can hold on to that lead a bit easier. When you're ahead, like, mentally, they're always chasing the game. So I like to try and get ahead early. This is why I'm putting a bit of a harder rally into him. To be fair to him, he's stepped up a bit more and started to volley more, so he's upped his game as well. He realises what was happening in the first game isn't going to allow him to win this match, so the intensity has pushed up a bit, and we're both sort of hunting the volley a little bit more. He's still opening the court up a little bit too much at times, and I'm just trying to tidy up. Not sure about that decision there. It looks like he's probably hit a winner there. I think they gave it as a let. I mean, I'll take that. It's a good shot from him. But anyway, yeah, I'm just thinking, okay, just wait for him to open up the court. But also don't want to be too passive either. I've got to create those chances and make sure that he is opening it up like this. Good deep ball onto his backhand. Same again, forcing him to open the court up, and then I can pounce. But his length's improving actually a little bit more now. He's using some hold on that forehand side. So yeah, it's getting better from him. More evenly contested. So in my mind, I'm kind of thinking, okay, I'm getting prepared to put in a bit more of a shift. Not expecting him to not gift me as many loose balls and as many tins. So I'm going to have to sort of think through this game a little bit more. And yeah, he's getting in front of me a little bit for the first time in this match. That's why he's getting a bit scrappy into the front, because he is quite dexterous with his hands. He's got a nice soft touch. I think that was another let again. It's still only 1-love to him, I think, something like that. So yeah, the start of this game has been a lot longer than the rallies in the last game. So it's going to start getting into each of us a bit more physically. I mean, I back my physical work pretty well, so at the moment this is still pretty easy for me, but I'm hoping that I can start getting into him physically soon. I'm just trying to show a few different body positions there on that, hitting the straight line on my backhand, but he's hitting it tight, to be fair to him, and he's got me scrambling, eventually lifting the ball out. So yeah, at this point I'm 2-love down, and I'm thinking, okay, this game's far from over, but I need to really lock this point down. So that's what I should be thinking. So I'm hoping that I definitely do not make an error here, but I keep the pressure on him and just try and get everything back, and yeah, just play this rally a bit smarter. So lift when I need to, but also try and push up and take in the good straight and short option. Just keep it a little bit simpler. So let's see, yeah, nice straight drop, tidy up onto it. Yeah, so that's one of the first drop shots I've hit off the back wall actually. It's just a variation that you have to bring in. Otherwise your length isn't going to be quite as effective. If they think you're potentially going to hit deep or short off the back wall every time, it makes your opponent push up higher on the tee because they think they've got to cover that short ball, and then when you push it long, it makes it even more effective. There you go. So great rally from me. I've hit a few nice straight attacks, squeezed him on the sidewall, hit some tight lines, and then tidied up straight and short with a nice forehand volley drop onto his backhand again. So yeah, I keep attacking this backhand side. It's not really specific to Tang, I would say. Attacking his backhand, it's just specific to lefties. I back myself to have quite a strong forehand. Like I can hit it quite hard with a short swing, so I can react quickly and I can take the ball in pretty straight and short quickly. So yeah, got him lifting out under pressure there. When your opponent's lifting out of the front, you know you're doing something right. But he's tidied up nicely there, leaving the ball very short on the higher tin, to be fair to him. So yeah, I was 2-love down, brought it back to 2-all, and he's now hit a winner to get 3-2 up. So it's pretty even in this game so far. I've just got to trust that what I'm doing will eat into his legs and he'll open the court up too much. And yeah, I've just got to try and keep my quality as high as possible. But he is hitting better lines and lengths here, to be fair to him. So yeah, let's just see how this rally unfolds. It's quite a crucial point of the game actually, because if I can keep the pressure on him here, it's going to serve me well at the end of the game. If I let him run away a bit too quickly, I'm then chasing the game, so I'm just trying to lock it down, play very straight like that, squeeze him on the sidewall, and make it difficult for him to win each point, basically. Make him think mentally, oh my God, I have to go through such a process to win a point against this guy. That's what I want my opponents thinking. Oh, tricky one there. What's that going to be? Probably going to be a let. Yeah, I think the ref gave a let. It's one of those ones that maybe should be a no let or a stroke, so they just go let. Can't blame them there. It's tricky, those situations. So yeah, it's 3-all now. We'll see how this rally unfolds. There's a variation. So instead of the straight drop, I've gone for the cross-court drop. I mean, I've missed the nick, but at least I'm showing slightly different options. Here, gone back to the straight drop again. Little hold and cross-court. Probably could have snapped through that a little bit more, with a bit more pace and racket head speed to put him under more pressure onto his deep backhand. But here I've got him lifting again. I'm hunting that volley, showing the short ball, pushing it long, then taking it in. Here, straight drop again. So I'm actually taking on some really smart options here. which I'm pleased with. As I said, this is the first time watching this back, so yeah, this is good, and that pressure I've created down that forehand side has forced him to make that error there. So although it looks unforced, it's come off the back of some good lines that I've been hitting, and showing different shots and just creating general pressure. And yeah, he's gone 10-10, and now I'm about 5-3 up, I think. And I'm starting to slowly see the rewards of the work that I've been putting into him at the start of this game. His length's dropped off, he's started to not volley as much. As you can see, I'm in front of him the whole time and he's behind me. He's pulled off a wonderful drop shot there, to be fair to him, so there's not much I can do about that. He's gone for it from behind me, and yeah, he's hit a perfect drop. But he's also hit 4 or 5 tins, and that's his first one, so there you go, he's gone winner then tin. I mean, at this point I'm 6-4 up, so if he goes winner tin, then I win the game, you know, so I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, just keeping the pressure on him, keeping behind me. I'm trusting now that the lines are keeping enough pressure on him that he's forcing it into the front and either hitting the tin or exposing himself for me to come in, counter him straight. That looks like a mental error to me, which boosts my confidence even more. He's just gone for a cheap cross-court drop there, and gone for another one into the tin. So yeah, in my mind I'm thinking, blimey, like, this guy's the 1 seed, come on, like, try harder. but anyway, he's just a really relaxed player. That's how some people play, you know. He probably plays his best squash when he's like this. It's just one of those things. Sometimes, like, players that play like this, I feel like they have a higher range of, like, they can play a really high level or a really low level. Like, I'm a little bit more sort of attritional in a way. I don't feel like my level can go as low, but I also can't play like miles above my level. I'm more consistent, which, to be honest, it fits like me mentally. That I'm okay with that. I'm happy with that. But anyway, it's now he's got a couple of points on the trot. From 8-4, it's now 6-8. So I'm still a couple of points ahead, but I'm thinking, okay, this guy's skillful. Another couple of winners from him, and I'm in trouble. So this is going to be, I hope, a pretty tough rally. I mean, I've managed to close it out quickly on that forehand anyway, so I'll take that. But I was prepared mentally to put in a big shift there. But I've hit a nice dying length on his backhand again. So this is at 9-6. I still really want to keep the pressure on. I'm basically just pushing very hard now to finish off this game, with my movement intensity, nice racket head speed, aggressive lines to the back, and basically just making sure I just scramble and get absolutely everything back, no errors. Eventually he's gone for a cross-court nick. I've just about scraped it back, and then quite deceptively on his forehand there, he's hit it with quite an open body, so it looks like he could go cross-court, and he's straightened it up, so that's where he's got me there. It's back to 7-9 now, and yeah, I've been slightly gifted there, and it's now 10-7 game ball. And yeah, so I'm trying to take it first time. There I actually served down the middle at him. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's just a different serve to change things up. Like, I've got game ball, I don't want to just do a normal serve. I want to make him react to something. And there it's created quite an open rally, and I've been able to tidy up. I've read his cross court and I've just punched it deep. So again, that's a very good game for me, a lot closer, up until the mid stages where I just started to pull away. It looked like a bit of fatigue, or at least mental fatigue from him, and I've just kept ploughing away and kept my lines good enough that he's opened the court up too much. So yeah, at 2-love up, sometimes you can relax a bit mentally, because you're thinking, okay, I'm 2 games up here, like, I'm obviously doing something well, like just keep going and don't need to like push things too much. But actually, for me anyway, I kind of go the other way. I'm thinking, right, I'm 2-love up now, let's go in for the kill. And so the high intensity that I've been playing at has worked. It completely blew him away in the first. He kept up with it for half a game in the second. So I'm expecting him to give one massive final shift here and probably take this game deeper than the other ones. But I'm willing to put in that effort and basically try and close this game out. So this is a nice start from me again, forcing him to go for that drop shot into the tin, and that for me is like, this is kind of like a fifth game for me now. I'm like, this is the last game. I'm winning this game, you know. And if I don't, I'll have to reassess. But right now, I'm thinking, okay, this is the fifth. Like the winner of this wins. And yeah, the adrenaline's pumping. I'm just thinking, keep being aggressive, keep pushing up, keep volleying, keep getting everything back. And yeah, just attack when I can. He's forced me deep there, and I've made a poor error, I'd say. I mean, it is pressure from him into the back, but I could easily have kept that in. But anyway, as you can see, even more play down this, my forehand, his backhand. He's trying to switch it, and then I try and switch it straight back. He switches it straight back, and I switch it back again. So that's what can happen when you're playing right-hand, left-hand combos. You're both trying to get it onto each other's backhands. At the moment, I've done better at keeping it on his backhand. There I've made a simple forehand drop error, just clipping the top of the tin. But actually it's the right shot. I've been nailing that all game. So although it is a bit crucial when I'm trying to get a bit, like keep this lead that I've built, but at the end of the day it's the right shot, and I have to keep taking them on, because that's what's going to get me the win. Anyway, yeah, so he's 2-1 up now from that error from me. What I don't want to do is give him 2 errors in a row, so I'm just thinking, okay, lock this rally down a bit. You can see it's a bit longer than some of the other rallies, but I also don't want to go passive. I want to try and push up and volley like he's doing. Actually, he's started to get in front of me a little bit more, but where I can, I want to keep him behind me. So yeah, loose ball from me. He's taken it in, but I've managed to reset the rally. Yeah, so that drop shot off the back wall that you just saw, that's just me thinking, okay, this rally's quite long. I don't want to just get in a defensive mindset of hitting length after length. He's overhit his length onto my backhand, and I'm quite confident on that backhand drop, so I'm just going to run that in tight, and that just switching that up a little bit allowed me to come victorious in that rally. You know, you don't want to play the same shot too many times. I mean, obviously you're going to have to play a lot of length because the game is built around that, but just taking in simple straight options has served me well throughout this entire game. So I've just got to keep going, keep mentally reminding myself to keep using those variations. I quite easily slip into this sort of length game, defensive mindset, so it's just keeping on top of myself. I know I can hit those shots, it's just actually doing them and going for little kills like that, just little variations that are going to keep my opponent guessing. I don't want him to be able to just keep a deep T position and wait for me to hit it back to him and save all his energy. I want him to keep pushing up, keep holding him on the tee, thinking he has to cover the drop shot and then going deep again, or vice versa. So that's where the fatigue is going to come into him if I can keep doing those variations. So that's what I'm thinking. Here he's got me running, but actually I don't mind this too much, because although it's hurting me, I bag myself that it's hurting him as well, even though he's actually on top of me in this rally. So I'm going to keep pushing, That's a nice finish from him. That's sort of a technical mistake from me on that forehand there. I've just sort of flicked at a forehand drop. Haven't got the bottom edge of the racket through, haven't snapped like around the outside of the ball. I've just been a bit lazy there, laid it in, and he's come up and trickle boasted for a winner there. So yeah, a couple of quick points on the bounce here for him. He's 4-2 up, and I basically just do not want him to get 3 points ahead of me. I'm going to do everything in my power to try and win this point. Playing quite straight here, not opening up things too much, but actually I need to keep my attacks going. As I've said, mentally I need to keep ticking along. Okay, where can I take this in? Where can I attack? Where can I add a bit more pace to this? Where can I lift behind him, getting reaching, getting behind me? Use racket head speed, put some spin on the ball, get bite on the ball, you know. Just mentally just running through all these list of things. It's kind of subconscious, but it's a conscious. I have to make a conscious effort to make sure my subconscious keeps going through those things. I don't really know if that makes sense, but hopefully you get what I mean there. This is a slightly longer rally, which is fine for me. At 4-2 down, I wanna make him earn every point, you know. So hopefully I'm either going to force an error from him, or he's going to open the court up too much like he has here, and I can just shut him out for an easy winner eventually. I didn't quite get the line on that shutout shot, so he's back into the rally again, but hopefully he's going to open it up again. We'll see. Usually on the long rallies, he either tins it or opens it up, so let's see if my theory backs. He's probably going to hit an amazing nick now or something. Let's see. I've hit a nice length, but he's lifted well to get back in the rally, to be fair. I'm keeping the pressure down that backhand. Right, he's opened it up. What am I going to do? Taking him in again. He's just tapped it up. Not quite hitting the winner, but that's okay. He's under pressure here. So I've just got to keep getting him in those deep lunges like that. And because that's what's going to eat into his legs and eventually get some more errors out of him and force the loose ball. So let's see. He has opened the court up a little bit, but I haven't quite been able to hit the winner just yet. And I'm calling that as a double, but we're going on. He keeps going short. I keep attacking him, counter-attacking him straight and short. Here we go. Another lift. Yeah, this is tough. Straight and short again. Get him in. Hit him back out. Make him do the diagonal straight and short. No, I've gone cross court. Force the loose ball. What am I going to do? Boasting him up. Lift again. This is going to be a very crucial rally. At 2-4 to him now. The winner of this. Oh, there you go. He did hit the nick. That's quality from him, to be fair. Like, as a one-off shot, that's very impressive. But actually, I've controlled most of that rally, and I've taken him a few times into that front right. He's had to lift out. I've got him doing the diagonal. He's gone straight to the towel after the rally. Now I've gone to the towel as well there, but that's more of a mental reset for me. I'm thinking, okay, I am 2-5 down, 5-2 down, but I've put a big shift in there. And if I can keep doing rallies like that, which I know I can, then I'm going to get the rewards. Unfortunately, the mental reset hasn't worked, and he's attacked me straight away, and he's now 6-2 up. So it's not quite like alarm bells ringing yet, but I'm just sort of thinking, okay, this game is running away from me. What can I do here to get back into it? And it is just a bit more intensity and a bit more sort of aggressive line hitting. I'm thinking I've just got to up it even more. Like when I thought I was going at 100%, you got to go even harder, you know. Just keep reminding yourself to take on those aggressive lines, and now shut him out on his forehand side, my backhand. So it's now 3-6, and I'm thinking, okay, keep the pressure on. He's asking for the court to be wiped. I know that's him saying, yes, I'm a little bit tired. So I'm basically just going to try and get this court cleaner off as quick as possible, probably. But I sweat a lot as well, so I don't mind having a quick towel. But yeah, I'm just thinking, okay, he's asked for the court cleaner there. Brilliant. Like, I'm doing something right here. Keep the ball warm whilst the court cleaner's on, and then straight back to it. Another tough rally coming up is what I would want. Unless I can win it quickly, of course. Like that. That's nice. Nice forehand drop there. Again, attacking straight and short. Suddenly, from 6-2, I'm now 4-6 in pretty quick time. Haven't damaged myself physically at all. And I've kept the pressure on him, so he hasn't been able to recover that much. And there we go. He's gifted me a tin because of that tough rally that we'd had 3 or 4 rallies ago. Although he'd won it, I knew the rewards were going to come. It's now 5-6 off the back of that tin from him. So he's decided here that he doesn't want me to come back to 6-all, and he's thinking, right, I'm going to step up, volley, take everything early, which is what he should be doing in the time match, really. But again, just, I don't know, that movement looks a bit sluggish to me. And he's tried to just sort of float it in off a tight ball and made another error again. So suddenly, from 6-2 down, one tough rally and a bit of a mental shift from me to be a bit more aggressive, and I've come back to 6-all and now 7-6. So he could have buried that game at 6-2, but actually I've flipped it completely and the momentum switched to me, and it's now 7-6. And my mind's flickering, thinking, oh my God, you could win this, you could win 3-love, oh my God. And I'm just thinking, oh no, just calm down. Just keep plugging away. Every point is the exact same. Just don't worry about the result. Just keep plugging away. Keep doing what you're doing. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, yeah, 7-6 up. Just keep the pressure on him. Squeezed him again, tight, straight and short. His backhand side, my forehand straight drop, forced him to lift, and he's pulled it out towards him for a stroke. That was 7-6. It's now that was 6-8 to me, sorry, and he's now gone for a winner and got to 7-8. So he's back within 1 point. The momentum, once someone hits a winner that quickly, it kind of stops you, and the momentum kind of stops a little bit. So I've just got to make sure with my movement that I'm moving very quickly and keeping the pressure on him and flip that back. He's gone for a cheap winner and actually got it. So I can't be too disheartened with that. He's hit a nice shutout shot there, to be fair, and I'm kind of lucky to get a let here. I mean, I do believe I can get those balls, but quite often that's going to be a no let. So I'll take that. He's still 1 point behind, serving at 7-8. And yeah, I'm just going to... The rallies are getting tough now. We've been playing for a good sort of 40-odd minutes. And I'm just thinking, okay, last like huge push here to try and close this game out, 3-love. There you can see I'm using my movement to get everything back. And try and get him to force that loose ball out of the back, keep him pinned behind me, wait for the opening, and then pounce. So we'll see if he gives me any more errors or whether I actually earn a couple of points here. We'll see. That's a nice straight attack from him. Simple but effective. And he's got it too tight for me to get back. And it's now 8-all. So I'm 2-love up in games, 8-all against the 1 seed. I'm thinking, okay, you're within touching distance now. You're so close, but actually you're still so far away. Like the game can completely flip from here. So 8-all. This is probably the biggest rally of the match. This is crucial. Who can start pushing towards that game ball? So we'll see how this game goes. I want to play it safe and not go too close to the tin, but actually I want to attack too, because I'm never going to win the point if I don't attack. So it's that balance, taking the ball in, straight and short, trying to squeeze him on the sidewall. He's got me under a bit of pressure here, but the intensity has gone up, the pace is high, so I'm confident that I can hold this pace, and eventually he's going to go for something, or I'll be able to tidy up a loose ball from him. So just keep trying to cut things off, play around the middle, show short, hit long like I did there, lift onto his backhand, get him out. Now, pounce. What can I do? Nice. I'm very pleased with that. Like the pressure around the back, suddenly first opportunity, he lifts out, bang, you've got to get on it, use your speed of movement, straight up there, backhand drop into the neck, simple. So that's good from me. 9-8 up, I've just got to keep doing the exact same, keep that pressure on until I get that opening and then capitalise. If he hits an error, then that's an absolute bonus for me. But keep going with those straight shots, lift out when you're under pressure. That lift wasn't quite high enough, but he didn't attack that lift enough either, and he's let me back in here. So the rally's back to equals again. It's anyone's rally now. So yeah, as I said, 9-8 up here. Just keep plugging away. What can I do? Take it in straight and short, squeeze him on the sidewall, take him in straight and short again. I'll be interested to see if I actually start using a variation now, because I started off the match straight and short, then I used a couple of variations, and I've been playing mainly straight and short here, so let's see if I bring a variation in, or if I just try and keep it simple. I can't remember exactly what I did. Each situation is different, so you can't always say to play it straight and short at the end of a game or whatever, but at the moment I'm just plugging away with straight and short, because it is working. So what do I do here? There's the variation. Actually opened it up too much. Because of the pressure I've created on him, his movement is slowing down. You can see his movement is getting slightly more laboured. He's not like popping at the tee. It's not like an explosive first movement. It's more of a sort of wander through the tee sort of movement, and I'm keeping it behind me. But this rally is long, a couple of minutes, I think. Running out of things to say. But yeah, nice backhand drop there, straight and short again. Right, what am I going to do here? I've had to lift out because he's counter-attacked me quite well. Bit loose from me there. Then I'm under pressure. Scrape it back, just keep getting everything. Oh, I've lifted it out there. So yeah, very tough rally. I actually slipped into a little bit too passive, that play there. I was trying to take on those straight short attacks, but actually, yeah, they're not as effective now, unless I can get it really clinging. But he's back to 9-all, so this game is literally hanging on a knife edge. A couple of tins from him, or a couple of winners, or whatever, suddenly this game can go. So I just have to make sure this game doesn't run away from me, make him work for his points, and lock it down. Here there's a aggressive, definite change in my movement. I'm starting to hunt a bit more up the pace, create more pressure around the back, and in turn that's forced the error from him. You could say that that's just a poor error, which it is, but actually I could see my movement had picked up there, and there was just a more of aggressive split step, more aggressive mentality to get on that ball. So at 10-9, I've actually got a match ball here, and I'm thinking, blimey, I've got a match ball against the 1Cs. This is what I wanted, and this is what I knew I could do, but I had to actually execute it, and now I'm 99% of the way there. But anyway, that's what's going through my head. But I'm thinking, no, get that out of your head. Just every point is the same. Just take this opportunity, see what you can do, build pressure around the back. When it's loose, take it in. Just keep plugging away, keep doing what's been working. So we'll see how this game ball goes. I'm still plugging away with the straight stuff. Maybe that's why it's a bit closer. Maybe I could have explored, used the boast a little bit more from the mid-court, instead of taking in drops, straight drops every time, rip the boast around, kills, just slightly different things, cross-court kills, using those angles a bit more. But actually I'm keeping him behind me here, hitting some nice lines, which is good, and not allowing him to volley. But I need to start taking something in here. I'm just sort of panicking, like, oh no, it's game ball, I don't want to make the error, you know. But you have to take these chances, they're not going to be given to you most of the time. So there you go, a bit of a variation there, but I've overdone the boast, overhit it, sorry. But got away with it, still in the rally. Some very tough rallies at the end of this game. We both know how crucial it is. Yeah, let's just see how this unfolds. Oh, it's going to be a stroke. So I've taken him in straight and short. He's countered me. He got it clinging on the wall, and I've come in. I actually the mistake I've made there is I've tried to come in and hit hard out when I should have lifted it. Now, because it was tight, if you try and smack it hard, you're not really sure where it's going to go. It's a bit hit and miss. So I should have tried to lift that, and then if it's coming towards me, I can move out the way quickly and not give away a stroke because it's going high and slower. Whereas there, it was too quick. He was on me. So that's just an error that I can better for next time. Straight away, lift when it's tight and you're under pressure at the front. Done. But anyway, it's now 10-all. He's appealing for a pickup there, but I can't really see what he was on about. But anyway, 10-all. I'm just thinking, don't go game ball down now. You just push so hard. This is like, you're either so close to the win or suddenly he's on a comeback, you know, and some players, they love a good comeback, like the adrenaline's flowing for them and that lifts them. So I just want to bury this game when I can. I'm playing too straight here now, actually. I need to keep being deceptive, using body movements to show one shot and play another, open the hips, open the shoulders, do something slightly different. There I've kind of got away with just not hitting the tin basically, and he's hit the tin, you know. So it's now 11-10. That's just a poor mental fatigue and physical fatigue error. The same with me there, or I'm fuming with myself there. That's my second game ball, and I've just skied a backhand out. That's just like a mental fatigue thing. Don't let your technique break down when you're getting towards the end of the game. You have to focus even harder. So I'm just really thinking, okay, focus on just getting strong positions with your feet, quick foot movements, getting as good a position I can to hit the best shot possible. So yeah, 11-all. Could go either way at this point. But mentally, the difference between me and him here mentally is he's thinking, oh my god, I'm 2 love down, I need this game, otherwise I've lost. Whereas I'm sort of thinking, oh my god, I'm so close to this win. So it's just a balance. That's going to be a let, I think. But for me, I've got so much energy now, you know, like, although I'm tired, but I don't know, it's something in the adrenaline. You're that close to the finish line, you're like, oh yeah, I can run forever now, you know. But anyway, that was a let. So 11-all, keep pushing, keep the pressure on. The last 2 games, he's faded off. So he's got a breaking point, it's coming. Just keep plugging away. Let's see how this goes. Nice. Oh my god, that was a double surely. Oh god, I've had to keep playing on. So yeah, I've hit a kill that I thought was a double bounce, but we've carried on, so I got to win the rally twice now. Oh, that was lucky. So yeah, he's got a bit unlucky there, but also that's just poor from him. You can't just run in and smack it cross court. You have to do something. You have to show the straight ball or leave it short, the drop shot or something. But I've read him and smacked it down the line. It's now 12-11. I've got my third match ball, you know. So he hasn't had a game ball yet. I've always been either the same or one ahead. So I'm thinking if I can keep doing this, at some point I'm gonna get this point. And there it is. I've hit a tight line, and I've got a big win, taking out the 1 seed. So yeah, I mean, absolutely brilliant from me. Kind of unexpected. I mean, I'd lost to him 3-love before. I knew I could beat him, but it's one thing knowing you can beat someone and then actually doing it. So holding on to that game was brilliant and absolutely crucial. And now I'm going to cut to my immediate thoughts afterwards.
Well, blimey guys, I don't know if you can see me very well because it's quite dark out here. The camera's not great in the dark, but anyway, I think I might have slightly ruined my video. I mean, the video probably would have been better if I had lost that match and then won the next one, and I could have done like what I learned. But anyway, I'll take that. 3-love win. Yeah, I mean, the scores 11-4, 11-7, 13-11. So first couple of games don't sound close. They weren't really that close. The third was pretty tough. I gave it my all in that one. I knew that I had a better chance of just absolutely going for that game, like giving it all, rather than potentially like trying to hold some reserves and in case I lost it. I've done that, made that mistake before. You may as well just go flat out, and then hopefully you can win it like that. So yeah, I mean, I might have to do this video in 2 parts now. So this will be the end of part 1. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the analysis of that video. And yeah, I'm going to stay under this light. I'm just waiting for my train now to head home. I don't know, I'll have to let you know how I get on in the rest of the tournament, because taking out the 1 seed, the draw kind of opens up then. I'm playing a Welsh player re-7s tomorrow, but anyway, I'm going to head back now and yeah, get ready for my quarter-final tomorrow night. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. That's actually my biggest win on PSA officially. So yeah, he's 89 in the world, I'm about 195, so big win for me that. Anyway, yeah, it gives me a lot of confidence that the training that I'm doing is working, and yeah, feeling good, and can't wait for tomorrow's match. So yeah, wish me luck. Cheers.
So guys, unfortunately this isn't going to be the fairy tale ending to the video like I might have hoped, but anyway, in the next round, after 101 minutes, I ended up losing 3-2, 11-8 in the 5th to Reese. Absolute battle, huge match, longest match of my life. So yeah, that was a shame to go so high from one match and then so low for the next one, you know. But anyway, that's how these things go. And I've just got to reset and get ready to play Tang Ming Hong again next week in Lausanne. So catch you at that one.